Welcome back to Cookbook Chronicles. Today we're diving into the vibrant flavors of Vietnamese cuisine with a dish straight from Chef Tu David Phu. For those unfamiliar, Chef Tu is a Vietnamese American chef celebrated for his ability to blend traditional Vietnamese flavors with modern technique. Growing up in Oakland, California, with family roots in Phu Quoc, Vietnam, he brings a deeply personal touch to his cooking. His work focuses on preserving and sharing the rich food traditions passed down through generations, but most of all, his parents. He's been featured on Top Chef and is known for his advocacy in the food world, highlighting the importance of sustainability and cultural preservation through cooking. The next few episodes are going to be focused on his cookbook, The Memory of Taste. This episode, right here, we're going to be making a lemongrass beef, chili, and rice noodle salad, also known as bún bò sa ớt. This dish is packed with bold flavors, refreshing herbs, and it's the perfect balance of heat and acidity. Whether you're a fan of Vietnamese food or not, giving this a try for the first time will surely impress. So, I've already started, let's get to it. To start, we're going to make some pickled daikon and carrots. And for that, you'll need a medium-sized pot, and you're going to combine salt, sugar, rice vinegar, water, garlic, ginger, and jalapeno, along with some red onion. I'm using shallots here because I didn't have any red onion on hand, and it worked just fine. Once you have those ingredients inside of your small pot, set it over a medium flame, or for me, it's my little electric stovetop, and I put it over medium heat, which is about a 5 to a 4 for me. And as that's coming up to a simmer, go ahead and julienne your daikon and your carrots and your jalapeno as well. Put them in a sterilized jar. And I'm using a microplane here. You could do it by hand. They don't have to be perfect. But I just like having the mandolin. It made my life so much easier doing this. You end up with a nice jar full of pickled carrots, daikon, and jalapeno. Once your pickling liquid is simmering, not quite a boil, and also your sugar and salt is completely dissolved, pour that hot liquid over your carrots, daikon, and jalapenos. Weigh it down with something. I have these little jar weights just to make sure that everything is fully submerged. And you're going to let that hang out. You could throw it in the fridge, but it's always better the next day, and it gets better and better as it sits. The next thing, we're going to start marinating the meat. He calls for tri-tip in the book. I had some short ribs that were boneless and sliced in my freezer, so that's what I'm using, and it worked out fantastic. To make the marinade, you're going to get a medium or large mixing bowl, add in your sugar, add in your hoisin sauce, add in your oyster sauce, and also add in your sesame oil, your fish sauce, and your soy sauce. You're going to combine that along with the ginger, lemongrass, and garlic. Now you're going to mix it all together to make sure that the sugar is completely dissolved. And once everything is mixed together and it's nice and smooth, you're going to add in your onions. Mix those around as well. And finally, you're going to add in your beef. You could use your hand for this. I did. You really want that marinade to penetrate the meat and just work it in there. Allow this to sit overnight. You could also let it sit for at least an hour, but overnight's best. This way the flavor of the lemongrass and the marinade just really gets in there. Next, we're going to pick some herbs. I have some spearmint here, and this herb in my hand now is called fishwort. I can't really pronounce it in Vietnamese, so I'm not going to try, but it has a very, very unique flavor, and you'll see as I try it for the first time a little bit later. So after you pick your herbs, you're going to go ahead and chop up your iceberg lettuce, your cucumber, and set it aside for the finished dish. You could leave these in big wedges like so, or you want to be a little bit more refined, you could cut them into smaller pieces as well. Either way is totally fine with me and should be fine with you. Just prepare it however you want to eat it. Now we're going to make the nuoc mam cham, which is a everyday fish sauce that Tu uses in the cookbook, and I'm sure he uses that at home as well. But what that calls for is some Thai bird chilies and some white distilled vinegar with some sugar, garlic, and what I did here was I kind of wanted the chilies and the garlic to kind of get macerated in the vinegar and pull out a lot of that flavor. So I kept that separate for about 15 minutes. Then I mixed my granulated sugar along with the fish sauce and some lukewarm filtered water. After that 15 minutes, I mixed them together, and this is what you get. And it is phenomenal. Like, I could put this stuff on anything and everything. For the rice noodles, these are the ones I used. And read the instructions on the back of the package to let you know how to prepare them, because every single one is slightly different. These noodles are slightly salted, so I did not salt my water because I wasn't sure how salty these noodles were going to be or not. Finally, cook off that meat. I got a cast iron pan, got it ripping hot, and didn't really crowd the pan because otherwise you're not going to get a beautiful char. And you want to cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. And Chef Tu didn't necessarily mention this on the instructions for the recipe, but I'm not going to let these delicious onions go to waste, so I charred those up as well. And now that I have everything ready, let's assemble this stuff. Have your bowl of rice noodles, do some beautiful iceberg lettuce, your gorgeous cucumber, fish wort and the mint, tear it up. It'll release a lot of the essence of the herbs, and the fragrance is also not too bad to have on your hands either. Then add some of your pickled carrot and daikon, a few slices of the delicious lemongrass beef, some of the caramelized onions, the nuoc mam jam, and some toasted peanuts to give it an extra layer of flavor and texture. And there you go. Go ahead, get this, and enjoy it. So, here is our lemongrass beef, rice noodle, and chili salad. Let's give it a taste. It smells amazing. It smells so, so good. I mean, take a gander. Just glistening. I'm going to dig right on into this. First bite. God damn, that's fantastic. It's so good. So, you might be questioning the fishwort herb. I've never had it before, so this is going to be very interesting. I've read a little bit about it, but first try for everything, right? Or first time for everything. Give it a go. The fishwort, it's weird. It's really unique. Like, I shouldn't say it's weird, but like, it's definitely very, very unique. It reminds me of a Mexican herb called papalo. It kind of has a coriander taste in a way, or like popolo does, very medicinal. This is very similar. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's very like fishy in a way. Earthy. There's like a little mint taste to it, but yeah, I just don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Everything else, though, really good. The steak is great. Chef Tu didn't say to use the caramelized or use the onions that you marinate the meat with, but I caramelized them and added it in here. Great touch. Peanuts are great. Cucumbers got the freshness. Starting off Tu's book with the banger. Huge shout out to Chef Tu and this recipe. It's incredible. Also, if you want to explore more of his work, check out his book, The Memory of Taste. It's filled with amazing dishes that tell a great story of Vietnamese cuisine through his own personal lens. Also, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What's your favorite Vietnamese dish? Do you have any? Also, if you tried this recipe at home, just let me know how it turns out. Thanks for watching Cookbook Chronicles. See you next time.